Dunphy.
Fran, is your team maybe over the last few games now tonight starting to learn how to finish games a little better?
Well, I thought we did a real good job down the stretch today. There's no question about it. I think we're still a work in progress. We need to continue to understand what's going to take, how good we have to be defensively, how well intentioned we need to be offensively. We took a few crazy shots down the stretch that we probably can't do, but I thought our defense was pretty good other than letting Galloway up for air. But I hope we're understanding. We're still a little bit inexperienced yet.
You talk about the rebound that Anthony Lee got there. I don't know how the second.
Yeah, he missed on his missed foul shot. Got in there. Yeah, it was. Oftentimes those things don't get counted because they say you went over the line, and they take it away from you. But I thought he had enough sense to. I'll wait to see it on the film, but I thought he waited till it hit the rim. It's just one of those lucky plays where the seas sort of opened up for him, and he got a chance to get that second rebound.
You guys held Ronald Roberts to 2 points in the second half. It's probably about as successful as you guys have been against him. What changed tonight? What did you guys do against him?
I thought we did a pretty good. I thought Anthony and Devontae did a real good job on him, just even up. But I thought we gave enough help. I thought most of the damage that he did was on second effort opportunities as opposed to just jump hooks, a simple jump hook right away. I thought he's relentless on that glass, and I thought we gave him opportunities a couple times, but overall I thought we did a good job on him. I thought we dug and made him only have one dribble down there.
It's the kind of game this team closes out, doesn't close out earlier in the season.
Excuse me?
It's the kind of game this team doesn't close out earlier in the season.
It doesn't close out?
It doesn't close out.
It didn't close out, right? It didn't close out. Tonight I thought we closed it out. So I think we didn't close it out in previous times, but I thought we closed it out tonight. Go ahead.
Slow start.
Is that, you have a rest of the, is there more of the question?
The slow start tonight just a matter of not playing in the 9 days.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. I think that we were concerned about the 9 days off. I mean, we played 3 games in 6 days, 3 games in 4 days, and then we're off for almost 10 days, and we're going to do something similar. We're going to play Saturday and off again. So there's not much you can do about it. You just figure out how to get these guys going, and but they did a really good job tonight.
How tough was it to manage the game with the foul trouble and then the injuries at the end?
I think just those two guys had some cramping going on, and it was crazy. You just throwing guys in there and hoping, and I thought Josh Brown did a real good job with his minutes. He made a big-time jump shot in the second half there and made his 2 foul shots down the stretch, so I was happy for him. But we, some of those younger guys are having to play, and they're doing a good job.
Frank, Quinn stayed on the bench for the first 8 minutes. Just talk a little bit about your rotation tonight and what prompted that.
Yeah, just, we always deal with, we don't have a lot of rules, just do a good job with your time management. That's all that was, and just a statement, that's all. But Daniel Dingle did a good job, and I thought Q was really a good basketball player tonight, too. But, certainly on a couple of plays he made were great.
Fran, you referred to some guys that were cramping. Was Pepper one of those guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Did he cramp and come back in and then have to?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to play badly, felt like he could, and then when you got out there again, you have a little bit of strain going on, and he was hurting a little bit. So if Pep tells you he's hurting, he's hurting.
Will was hurt a little bit too, right?
Yeah, no question. Yeah, Will was hurting a little bit. He did a great job down the stretch, though. A couple of great foul shots, and thought he played well.
Coach, the crowd was into it pretty good in Big 5 matchup. Can you talk about the atmosphere a little bit tonight?
Yeah, I think, for us, we need that badly. We need our students going crazy down there. We need all of our fans coming, and I thought it was a representative crowd tonight, and it's early in the season. It's the earliest time I think, certainly since I've been coaching against St. Joe's at Temple, it's the earliest time we've ever played them. It's always been later on in the year, but so we need them, and we need our fans to show that great support that they do.
When you look at Will's line, 7 assists, 2 turnovers, I think he was more of like 1-to-1 early in the season. Is he starting to play more within himself?
Yeah, I hope so. There was a couple of things he probably could have done a little bit better offensively, but it's a real good line for him. It's he's got 16 points, 7 assists, 2 turns, and I'd like to see him grab a couple of loose balls more. But I think he's playing pretty well right now, playing at a pretty high level.
Can you talk about the decision to start Jimmy a few games ago and Looks like it's
Yeah.
maybe giving you guys one more guy off the bench.
Yeah, it does, and really, it's really because of Jimmy. He's just a good human being. He deserves this opportunity. We just kind of flying by the seat of our pants, gave him a chance, and I think he rewarded us with some pretty good play. But I think really it's more of a mental piece to it than anything else. It's just not a statement about anybody else. It's just a statement about Jim McDonald and how much he deserves to be out there.
To that end, you guys outscored them on the bench 25-2. Does he allow you to do some different things? Because, earlier in the year,
Yeah.
sort of the reverse.
Yeah, I think it helps us. I think some of the younger guys, when they sit there on the bench and they can feel the game a little bit from the bench early, instead of having to get right thrown into the fray. So let's just say it's Mark Williams trying to have to guard Ron Roberts a little bit. That's a hard assignment right away. So Jimmy gives us a little bit of that benefit.
The first 4 or 5 games, finishing down the stretch was a little bit of an issue. The last 3 games, though, it finished really nicely. How impressive have you been with the team's ability to close out games?
Yeah, just tonight. I'm going to have all my thoughts on tonight, and we did a good job closing it out. We got stops at one end, and we figured out a couple of things we could do on the offensive end, and guys stepped up and made foul shots too, which is a huge part of it. And then the one we missed, Anthony Lee was lucky enough to get the extra possession for us.
What has started to change for you guys defensively over these last?
I don't know that. I wish I had the specific answer for you. I think we're just paying a little more attention to detail, and it's an inexperienced group who's starting to figure out how it is to play with one another. So we're 7 games in, and we're getting a little bit better. We've got a long way to go, and we still got a lot of work to do.
Fran, Anthony Lee specifically came up big for you down the stretch. Can you talk about sort of how impressed you were with him there, and particularly because he's like one of your only veterans at that time?
Yeah, I think Quentin threw him a nice pass off of a screen that he slipped to the basket. He made a finish there, made another finish late. I said it to Anthony at the end of the UAB game, and that was I thought the best game that he had played since Syracuse last year. And I said to him, I think you have to give us that every single night out, and I think he came close to that tonight. 15 and 11 is pretty good with just 1 turnover, and I'm very impressed with his game tonight.
Fran, you're only 10 players deep, total overall, but yet your bench is, 25 points off the bench tonight. How do you kind of manage that when you don't have a lot of bodies there necessarily to keep guys, keep something from coming in?
As long as we stay out of foul trouble, we'll be okay. Tonight we had some injury issues with the cramping, which hurt us a little bit. But just now, you're hoping that guys can stay in there. Dan Dingle's last foul was a pretty damaging foul to us. Luckily, they missed a foul shot, I think, at the other end, so it didn't cost us point-wise, but certainly cost us that Dan could no longer play for us. But we have a concern about that. We have to stay healthy, and we're just trying to manage each and every possession. And I thought the guys did a really good job tonight, certainly down the stretch.
And the 9-day layoff kind of attributed to the slow start out of the gate?
I think that question was asked before. I don't know. I don't know. It's what happens. There's nothing you can do about it. If it did, it did. And we're going to have another huge layoff after Saturday. So it's the way life is in college basketball.
Next question.
Coach, Mark Williams seems to get down on himself throughout the progression of the game. What do you do coaching-wise to kind of keep his head in the game and get more production from him?
Yeah, I'm not so sure that he gets real down on himself. I think he's a pretty confident kid. I thought he made a great move late in the game, and I thought he got fouled down there. The ball went off his head at the end, but I did think he got fouled. I think Mark's a real confident kid, so I might just urge him a little bit. But I think he's growing as a player, and I think he's understanding his role more and more each and every game.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Martelli will be right in. Let's see,